Vision of stratified populates. I am well. Welcome to this week's installment, second installment rather, of painting a spherical texture thingy jigger. Um, where we left off, we did a thing. We we did this curve here, and then we did this other curve. We did this slightly more curve. Then we did more curves. And lighting. We added lighting, and now I'm just gonna do the like finer details, and yeah, and just a lot of the water stains at the bottom here as well. So I'm just gonna change my brush. I hate this one. I made it. Can't give it the love that it deserves. Just can't. Here. So I'm actually gonna go in and draw all the details just for fun. Damn it. I'm gonna make a new layer and quick mask that. So it's Control G. Do all that. And so all these guys can actually be merged together. I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. Now that I think about it. So I'm just going to paint over like highlights and the darkness and all that stuff. So at least, oh, hello there. There you go. There. All right. That could have been bad. All right. Oh my God, of course. All right. And so I'll put the opacity up. Somebody's messaging me on the thing. I should probably tell them to not message me while I'm doing the thing. I'm going to invite them to the stream to watch and to do all those things. Then we're going to paint happy little things. Oops. Alrighty, so yeah, if he starts watching, he'll understand why I'm busy and why I said that I was busy. So, yeah. Um, tablet is turned off. There we go. Alright, we're back in business, I think. I don't know. Alright, so I'm just gonna paint this thing there. All these guys. God, the thing's lagging. Okay, so this guy, it's like basically scanning over all of this stuff here, all of the texture, and just adding in all the details that I can. And like highlights, some you can get away with like just a color like this, but if I wanted to, I just press I, and go over to where my color is, kind of copy it, like that, or you can go like this, make a color palette. new layer. And then just full opacity, drop that in, grab all the colors that you're going to use in the thing. Why is that not? Oh, that's confusing. Color dodge. Okay. Probably this. Why is it not? It's so weird. All right, and there's our color palette. Basically, you're gonna come over here, press I, and then boom, 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 and yeah, things, etc. All right, and we're gonna measure them. Sorry, my tablet has difficulties with all the stuff. Lost my train of thought. Was I doing? Doing. That was roughly what I wanted before. You can see this kind of like starts to fade out. Well, just this pattern that I've got starts to fade out up here. So like, I'm just kind of bullshitting this part, just mimicking the idea of it rather than like doing a straight copy. Mouse, actually, okay. Tablet moves. Super annoying. How you do this? Those parts don't really look like yellow highlights. They're more like blue highlights, so oh, I closed the window, so if you guys are chatting, I'm not gonna see it. Oh, of course. Alright, I'll use Chrome instead. Alright. Sorry if people were talking and I'm just like, just being an asshole. Yep, nope, not gonna answer that guy. Keep talking about my things. Oh shit. I'm way off. Oh well. Doesn't matter. What was I drawing? Yo!
Any chance you're using that?
Oh no, actually, here. Come on in. Come on in. Oh no, Ken.
The new COD came out.
Oh fuck. Use that. No worries, man. Texture. Like we gotta paint an actual texture. Yeah, so
What's like the image of all?
no, I actually did that myself. Just so that I can see it
Are you
easier.
trying to make steel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically just replicating it and shit. Right? Thanks, man. Good luck. Alrighty. Roommates, etc. For the hell. I went to go draw on my actual screen. Actually, I just had an idea. Touch. Here. Enable touch input. Let's see what we can do with this. Swipe left to right to navigate. Ugh. Feels so bad. Scroll. No. It's standard. No. Three fingers. Hmm. Um. I kind of wish like I could just use one finger and like kind of drag the screen around. Now I don't like that. So how does it? Oh, it recognizes your palm. Okay, that's cool. Kind of. Right. Oh no. Yeah, three fingers should be drag. Why can't anything else be drag? Like, you could customize it. No, it's just drawing. What the hell? Hmm. What is edge swipes? The worst thing ever. I hate this stuff. Nope. I hate it. I hate it so much. Doesn't work. Turn it off. Yep. Alrighty. Delay. This is much better. Just a little bit. I also noticed these guys aren't the right color that I want. Also, the reason why I do midtones first is because it's a lot easier to do highlights after. That way, like I know I started doing highlights as well as midtones, but this way, like most of my highlights were generally like within the midtone range. So this way, I can go in and do the actual like highlighting, like this stuff up here, like. Oops, hang on. Right, yeah, just for this stuff up here, I can give it more of like, more of a highlight. Why is it not letting me? Because name those details just in case. And that's why it's not drawing, because I didn't have anything selected. Well, the right color selected. But, right, I'm using a color dodge brush to paint in all of they kind of have a blue hue to them, as well as um, like a very bright. As you can see here I would probably um, right, and I'm using the selection tool um, to only be painting on the sphere itself rather than these areas here where I'm painting right now. All right. And if you notice, like, since this part here is lit up, this part is going to be a little bit brighter as well, as you can see kind of in the picture. And then here is like you know, I got actually it might be easier to the actual metal. See how it's brighter in this area and this metal's like a little bit chopped up. I'm gonna try and do that effect here as well. With this and nose and just add lighting wherever I can. It looks believable, I guess. Bring that back. Actually, probably don't need this anymore because I've got the proportions down. And now all I really need is just the details. So I think this is a resized version of what I stained metal. I'm gonna undo all this, uncrop that. I'm gonna take this. Oh, it isn't. Okay, I thought it. Oops. Alrighty. So those details. I'm gonna start drawing in now. And the shading needs to be a bit harder, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that as well. So to do that, sketch layer, then I'm gonna nudge it down, and then I'm just gonna draw it in with this brush. I'm not gonna nudge it down. Actually, I'm just gonna paint over it. I am gonna, you know what? Go like this. Select color range. There. Then I can just deselect all of here. Alrighty. So my details. I'm just gonna grab this shade here. This guy and that again. This way. Just coloring where I want. I'm just gonna gradually bring it down. Probably push it up and then paint over it. Why is my brush not getting bigger? Why I'm having such a hard time? My god, if the brush could not freeze, it'd be really nice. As you can see, I left some of the area selected, so that way when I paint over it, all of those highlights will still be there because it's kind of, well, two birds, one stone kind of thing. Alrighty. Still not working. There's no texture here, so I'm going to paint that back in on the oops. It's a darker color like that. I prefer the blue a little more. Right, texture's not on. Oh, what? Right, I didn't save my brush. And that's fine. There we go. And this will give us the, what do you call it, the texture that we want in this kind of look. In the metal. Brush it over just a tad. Might want to reference what we're actually painting over. So yeah, so comes in a bit. And then yeah, you can see it's a lot more detailed up there. Select color range, go over and actually look at it. So we want the darkness selected. And that a bit. Again, with the damn lasso tool, I should just. This is kind of why I make everything shapes. That way, when what am I doing? That's what I'm doing. Yeah. No. What am I doing? Let me see here. Right. So, deselecting this area up here. And this brush, this tablet, needs a better one. Oh, and the beauty about the fine edge or the filter color range, you can actually add selections to it. Yep. Okay. Oops. No. Here's what we'll do. This. Fill that in with the thing. And select color range. We want to make sure that we're also getting texture in here. Then we're going to put that again. Actually, no, we're just going to copy that as well. Then start painting in our details again. Wait, damn it. There we go. This way we've still got these highlights. Oh no, I did it backwards. Ugh. Yeah, we're selecting our darks. Like that. We're deselecting this area. Like so. I know it doesn't look like you're doing anything, but trust me, you are. Alright, there we go. This will look a little better. the base color. That's not what we want to do. There we go. Alright, this way we pop out the, oh, that's not as extreme as that side. Alright, yeah, it's looking a bit lopsided. So basically the reason why that is because we're not actually done the painting. It's all to do with balance. So once I've got those details in, these details over here, kind of gives the illusion it's lopsided. Then again, it probably is. Like, you know, I'm just talking bullshit here. Basically. Oh my god, and look at me. I'm painting on this layer when, oh man, so out of it. Alright, I made a smoothie. This is my food. So I could eat this food, stay alive, not die during the stream. So good. Intermission. Intermission. All right. So, you guys basically have a basic understanding of how I go about doing things. So I'm gonna do a lot of this on my own because explaining what I do kind of like takes a lot out of me in my thinking process. So I'm gonna quickly go over how I would go about fixing the shape, like just the balance, I guess, and the like, because right now it just looks like I painted a texture, and it doesn't have any volume or depth or anything like that. So what we can do is I'm gonna make a new layer, and these will be highlights. And the best thing about brushes is that you can make them do whatever you want. So you can actually go color dodge or overlay. Color dodge actually does a little bit, but overlay will make it's damn it, that's not what I want. Lighten. Nope. Green. No. Oh man, look at me making myself look like. Wait, this is. Nope. Okay. Anyways, we can actually go color range, and we select all of our highlights. Since the background's a general, not a highlight. Color range, like this, and select all of the all of the light parts, all the light sections, and we go. So we've already got highlights, but we're just going to do another pass. Now with screen activated, actually put in all the highlights on the areas that we want. So like, we wanted this part to be shinier than the other parts. You just add basically a specular area here. Probably up here as well. And probably set that down just a little bit more. Probably a bigger brush, so that's a lot softer. And there we go. So it doesn't really look like anything, right? Right. So what we do is we just go here, play around with the filter settings, overlay. That's what it should have looked like, damn it. like that. So if I, let's do this again. So technically that selection is the area that I painted. Now we go new and overlay. Oh my god, that's the problem. This is at 20%. Why isn't it painting like that? That is so weird. Okay, well, I prefer to just do everything with this anyways. Let me just change. Alright, overlay. Technically, if you were to just brush all of this in, it looks so much better and nicer. A lot of my layers I drew on separately. See, like my color layer, my color palette, metal. Kind of messed up with a lot of the other layers. So basically, I just gotta go put them back, where they belong. Oh, this is useful. If you select within this area, then you just want to select these pieces. So if I were to go like that, since I've already got a selection inside of it, I go like I click Control, I select the area, it's just going to select that. If I wanted to add to that selection, it's just going to add to this selection. But if I wanted to select only this within this area, you hold Control, Shift, and Alt, and it brings up a little X. You click that. Now only that area is selected. So you can press Control C, and you can actually paste it in the same spot, like that. I think it pasted in the same spot. It sure did. All right. So that's just one way of doing things, and it pasted in a lot brighter because this color palette is, I don't know what it is. Sorry, my brain is fried because I gotta do things, and when I talk for a long period of time, I'm just all like, man, what am I even saying? So I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm just talking because, yeah, reasons. Oh, right, because I'm doing a thing. All right, so highlights. I don't think this part would be too so dark, so you can actually go in and remove those shadows just a bit more. So those would be midtones. Highlights. These are just the extra highlights there, and these guys. Those details are the ones that are bothering me. So what you can do, actually use the pen tool. And this is just in case you're like, oh man, it's just too, the shadows are too strong. Use your pen tool, make selection, click OK. Go to your lasso tool, feather 5, pull this down. This just, if you don't want to delete those things up there, and you just want to delete these little things and make the areas softer. What did I do? Am I doing this? Right. So just delete those. And let's see if I made any others. No. Shadows. There we go. Now it pulled it up and it made this pop a little bit more. Pop. Listen to me. Sound like an idiot. Makes it pop. Just stand out just a little bit. And I'm drawing on the wrong goddamn path again. The layer. What is happening? Overlay. Actually, shadow. Why did that stand out so well? Maybe because of the overlay on top. So yeah. Highlights. because I'm just painting. And the overlay on top is making it brighter. See, we're all learning things together. Alright, actually, I'm going to bring this down to 3%. Alrighty. So that's it for this week's installment of How to Paint a Texture on a Goddamn Sphere. Hope you guys enjoyed it, especially if you learned something, or if I especially hope you guys learned something, not enjoyed it because like it's pretty boring and like made a lot of dissatisfying changes to this sphere that I'm not particularly proud of, but hey, we're all doing this. We're all making changes that we're unparticularly proud of. So yeah, these highlights I'm just gonna add later, but for now I'm just gonna be slowly chugging along with this. I'm gonna add these details, those reflections, then I'm gonna start the wood. And when I start on the wood, I will start streaming again. So, yeah. What are these? What the hell are these? Just look at those. Why are they there? Oh, because of that. That's why they're there. Okay. Those midtones. They sure are. Alrighty. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I already said this shit. Goodbye.